Are we on? Yes, we are. I shall just wait a few moments. See if anybody comes along for today's Tinker Tuesday. If you are joining, then please say hello. It'd be lovely to see who's in. This bit's always the awkward bit, isn't it? Waiting for everyone to come in. It just seems a little bit like, a little bit awkward. So we'll just wait and see if anybody's coming. So just to kind of give a little bit of a brief explanation, I'll go into obviously further detail once a few more people get in. I am doing a mixed media face brooch. As you can see, I'm actually wearing one here. I wear this one quite a lot. It's one of my favorites, and I just thought I'd show you how I kind of create that. If you've got any cup chain at home that you don't know what to do with, this is a good way of using it. You could use papers, you can use cutouts, die cuts, you can use all sorts of things. You could use polymer clay as well. Some of these that I've made previously have been polymer clay, but these ones that I've made have been cement. And here are the ones that didn't quite go right. I didn't quite get the air out of the molds. And it was literally, I think you get the cement from Amazon. After this, I shall pop on and have a look if you want to kind of have a go at this, and then you can kind of have a go yourself. So as you can see here, half of her nose has kind of come off, or his nose, or their nose, because obviously there was an air bubble in there. I didn't give it a good enough bash, so that's kind of what happened there. But these I'll use in kind of more of my grungy look things. Now I should have got it down, it's up there on my windowsill there. So we've got that, and I just love the sound of them, I really do. And then there's this one here, as you can see here, the very same thing again. There you go, look, the nose, I didn't quite get the nose there, so never mind, that's fair enough. And then there's this one. They're all different molds. I've actually not had a go, used all of them yet, so I tried all of them and just thought I'd see which ones would work best. And then there's this one here as well. As you can see, she's, if I put her on a profile, oops, there, you can see her nose is not quite there. And then, whoops, there's this one here as well, but he's got a little bit of a air bubble in his nose there. But these will get used for other things. And then in the meantime, while I was actually doing that, I still had some of the cement left over. So I mean, it's very much like a plaster of Paris type consistency, and I just poured it. I just ran into the garage and poured them in to some of my other molds. So I've got this one here, which is a rose, so I can use that on a project. So these are probably things that I'll be using in future projects as well. So we've got this steampunk heart with cogs on. Then I've got these lockets, or the locks. So I've got those, and that one there. These are Katie Sue Designs molds. You can use these alongside your polymer clay as well. There's a steampunk butterfly. There's a heart with wings. There's a couple of hinges that we've got there, and a key. So they're what I kind of use the rest of the cement to use. So we've got all of those there. I don't know if we're going to get anybody else in, so I might as well just, oh, well, I'll show you a few more examples of what kinds of things we're looking at doing. So we've got this one here is actually polymer clay. She is a polymer clay face. I've painted on her eyes and all of her features, and then we've got some findings here. So we've got this lovely, just trying to focus in and out, there you go. We've got this little finding here, and then you've got your cup chain all around there. So there we go, we've got that. Oh, hi Laura. Okay, thank you. She's just going to send the link to her mum and her sister and their friend, so Emma. Here we've got this one here. There's nothing on this one. It is literally just a brooch, and I've coloured in the head there and the glasses. Hello Gemma, how are you? So there we go, we've got that there. What else? I have got, these two were my prototypes. I wasn't very pleased with these, but I still wear them nonetheless. So we've got these here as well. This one's incorporating some of the tassels that you get when you use your good evening Gabrielle, how are you? That's all right, you don't need to be sorry. I was a little bit late myself today. I was going to say something then, but I was messing about, shall we say. Right then, so there you go. We've got that one there, and then there's this one here as well, and obviously the one that that I have made as well. Hello Isabel. That's all right, no problem. Right, so I'm going to bring you now down to my desk. Oh, and I've got a little bit of a tip for you. This one's especially for Gemma as well, actually. She was saying about cleaning her desk yesterday after doing resin. This is actually something I picked up when I was watching one of Tim Holt's lives. The best thing for cleaning your mixed media mats, your cup mats and everything is hand sanitizer. So we've all got plenty of that. You know, you think, oh, I can't get this off. Hand sanitizer is the best thing for getting off like your alcohol inks and things like that, for if you want a nice clean mat. So that's how I get my mat nice and clean, is hand sanitizer. Right, I'm now just going to pop you down. Here we go. Hopefully I can do this. I've just got a new setup, and I'm just trying to see if we are all good. I think we are. Is that right? Yes. Just the here we go. I just have to, there we are. Now then, so let's get to grips with everything. So I've got my faces here. Okay, these are some of the ones that we're going to use. Oh, this one actually, I'm not going to use this one because I've got an air bubble in that one as well. But here are some of the faces that we can use. I have got some others in varying stages of being made. And as you can see, they're all kind of different faces. I got all of these molds from Amazon. And again, I'll pop the link in below if you want to have a go. There was a whole group of them, and they're all kind of different face style molds that can be used for polymer clay, for resin, for the cement. So this is going to be fantastic. So compared with the polymer clay, I would say it's probably easier to colour these in because they're more porous than the polymer clay, because obviously your polymer clay is a plastic, and you can still colour them in with your paints and things like that, but these are a little bit more porous, therefore they accept the paint or whatever medium it is you are going to colour these in. Now, talking of colouring in, I use, if I just show you these. Now, I know these have been available on Jewellery Maker before. They're the Pinto paints by Pilot, and they're actually a I think they're an acrylic paint pen, and you can basically colour on a lot of things. I have actually done some t-shirts and things with these as well. So that is fantastic. Oh, hi Anne, how are you? So these, Gabrielle, are made from a cement. It's a bit like a plaster of Paris. I will pop the link to where I got these on Amazon after I've finished here, and I can pop the link in there. So these, yeah, you can paint on wood, you can paint on glass, you can do your phone charms, and they come in two different thicknesses of nibs. So you've got your thicker nibs here, which is 1.4 mil, and then you've got your thinner, which is your 1 mil. Okay, and when you get these, there won't be any ink actually in the nib. You have to press them onto a bit of paper, and the ink will then come down. So this is like the beginner set. So this is how they would then come to you. So but this is what I use for painting on my cement there. Hello Alison, how are you? So there we go. So that's what I'm going to be using, as well as I have those, and I also use the Faber Castell pens. Now these are a pit pen, and they are an Indian ink, which basically means you can use it on non-porous surfaces. So, but they are blendable up to a certain point. And these are the brush markers, and I'll just show you there. You've got like the brush section just on there. Now I use these to pop in the features, the eyebrows, the lipstick and things like that. So these are absolutely perfect for that. Aqua markers. Now then, I don't know, I haven't actually used the aqua markers before. I've used permanent markers. So I've used the what are they called, these ones, the Spectrum Noirs. I've used some of those as well on there, so you can kind of use a myriad of things. Hi Maria, how are you? So that's what we can do with those. So let's get colouring. So I'm just going to pick, at first I'll use the Faber Castell pit pens, and I'm just going to go in with this colour here, and it's called Light Flesh, and we'll do it on this one. So I'm literally just, all I'm doing is popping in, and you're just going to colour, just literally colour them in. You can use you could use actual acrylic paints if you wanted to. So you can use acrylic paints and that kind of thing here. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going in to the eye there. And you can contour, you know. So if you wanted to give your brooch quite a stylized look, you know, a little bit more of a stylized look, if you wanted to create them like your favorite style icon, then you could do that. These brooches were actually really popular in the 1980s, I would say. I remember they were all over the place, and I mean, if you go onto Pinterest and other websites and things, you'll probably be able to see them from there. So as you can see here, they're just nice and easy to colour in. So I can finish that one off another time, and I'll show you now with the paint pens. So we'll go in with the paint pens, and we'll go in with the black. I'm just going to use the thicker section here. So I'm going to go in with this. Actually no, I'll go in with the thin section, because I just want to do, let's do her eyes. So, oh, you've still got one from 1983, have you? Oh wow. So I'm now just going to pop. See, sometimes I think this black one's run out, because I think I've used it so much, but actually I don't think I obviously had mixed it up enough. So I'm just going to pop into here, and we're going to colour in her eye. Oops, I've just got onto the side there, never mind. go. My sister doesn't like these because she thinks they look like creepy. But, you know, each to their own. So if you wanted to use your acrylic paints, you could probably go in with a nice fine paintbrush. You could even, now I know, Gemma, you were doing some acrylic pouring the other day. Now, how fantastic would that be? Just to, you know, you can do like, is it the marbling? And you drip some nail varnish or something into some water, and then you pop that in there. That would look absolutely amazing. So you could create those sort of looks onto here as well. So really give it a good look. So if you wanted to do something a little bit more gothic, you could do something like that. You know, something like that, or, you know, just kind of doing all sorts of different things with these. So we've now gone round to the colouring section. So you know how to kind of colour in our faces. So I'll just move that out of the way there. So now we're going to move on to the next section. So here I've got one that's completely coloured in, and you can see how that's coloured in. And I've also got another one. So we've got two very, very different ways of colouring these in. Now this one, I don't know why, but the pens were a little bit I don't know, I think I might even just go in with some actual paint or something. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I think it was, maybe it was a little bit still wet, because obviously you have to let it dry a little bit. So I think it is possibly because of that, because depending on how you mix your the mixture for your cement, if you do it quite thin, it's going to take longer to dry, obviously. So we've now got our two sections here, and I'm going to do one quite fancy and the other one quite steampunk. So let's go for the steampunk first. There we go. So I can pop, oh, was that Sue, was it, Gemma? But yes, it would look cool, wouldn't it? I mean, you could do it with the nail varnish, actually. That would be really, really good. So all I've gone ahead and done is I've got a circle punch. You don't have to have a circle punch. You can use a template and just draw around it. And I've literally just popped that onto some card. You can use whatever colour card you like. You can build up if you want to. Now, the one that I'm actually wearing around my neck, and this one as well, I haven't backed this onto anything. This is literally just card, because I'm only wearing them on my neck and I'm not going to be touching them all the time. For me, it's fine just to leave it that way. But if you wanted to back them, you could back them with some leather, with some backing foundation if you're a seed beader, or just any kind of felt or fabric, some pleather or something like that, some faux leather. You could probably back it with that. Now, I was thinking about putting this chap onto here like so, and on the actual circle I have got some aluminium. This is aluminium tape, and this tape is you can get this in hardware stores and things. I mean, I've had my roll for years and years. And then this is a die cutting, no, not die cutting, an embossing folder by Tim Holtz. I think I have it just to hand. Let's have a look. Oh, here we are. That's it. It is, she says, oh no, I haven't, but I have got some very similar. So it's they're called Impresslit, no, that's the smaller ones. They're texture fades, 3D texture fades. And I know where that one is, but it's going to take too long to dig it out. So, but this has got like rivets and things like that on. So we can glue him onto there. And the glue that I'm going to use is the ultimate crafter's pick glue. So we can use that as well. So I'm just going to take the lid off because it's easier for me to do that. And all I'm going to do now is pop in with these again these rubber tools just to pop that on, and I'm going to glue him or her onto the card, and just put some on the back of him as well. There. And then you can just stick that onto there. So now we've got this set up now, ready to go for using as a brooch. So I've now I've already cut out 2 of these as well, so we're kind of going to go down this route here that we've got here. So we've got the 2 eyes with the Swarovski cup chain. I've just cut off another 2 of them, and I'm going to pop those on as well. I haven't put enough glue on, have I? Of course I haven't. Right, so what a beautiful day, or beautiful few days we've had, hasn't it? It's been absolutely glorious. There we go. Pop that onto there, and then I'm literally just going to pop a dab of glue on each of the cups on our cup chain, and then I'm just going to dab his eyes, pop that down, and then we can glue. Now the beauty of this glue is it's literally, it will glue anything. It really will. Now I think I've probably made a mistake there and putting those on first, because I think hopefully I don't have to move him around too much, but we'll see. There we go, and it dries clear as well, so that's even better. Now I have gone ahead as well and cut out some die cuts of some steampunk cogs, and these are again just on card. So I'm just going to get some normal glue for this. This is just tacky glue, and guess what? It's all going so well. So well. Right, put that back up there so I don't lose it. That's my glue on clogger. So I'm just gonna put some of that onto there, and then we're going to lay this. Now the project that Sue and Gemma did on their Babble and Dabble yesterday, now I said about doing a time machine, and what you could do is you could make up the box, use it, and then you could do like this type of thing with the magazine pages. As Gemma said later on, I think it was just before they finished, you could cut them out into squares and then do it that way, and then that's how you can build up like a texture that would look very similar to like rivets and things like that. So you could do like a time machine, and as I say, you could have your photo album inside with all of your family pictures from, you know, bygone years. Maybe you're into finding out that, now what is the word, the history of your family and things like that. No, not horology, that's clocks. Oh, what's it called when you, like the ancestry kind of thing. If you've been looking into the ancestry of your family and things like that, you could perhaps do something like that. So as you can see here, we're now just building up a lovely steampunk looking brooch. So I'm just going to pop this little guy just in there like so, and then I've got with me now, I don't know if anybody has got any of this, but this is from Jewelry Maker, and it is like the square chain. I think this looks perfect in steampunk design, so I've got some of this, so I'm going to use some of that, and I've also got some of the very, very small black cup chain. So we've got this little guy here, and I've cut some, so I'm just going to pop a little bit there, and I'm going to put some at the top. So put some at the top. Genealogy. Thank you very much, Alison. That is the word I was looking for. Genealogy. So as you can see there, you can then start gluing bits on. So I'm just going to move this over. And again, this is just the ultimate glue. It sticks absolutely everything to whatever you want to stick it to. If you haven't got this, Gorilla Glue would do as well. So we've got that on that side, and then I'm just gonna, and then we'll finish with this one and go on to the prettier one. And then we can move, so we can pop this just on here. And then if you wanted to, you could have alcohol inked the back of that just to make it look a little bit more grungy. And then we can stick that to there. So there you can see we've got kind of a steampunk style brooch. You could, if you wanted to, then perhaps move that round there. You could just have that going around him as well, something like that. So there you could do just something a little bit like that. So you could then frame him with the cup chain, but I'll just leave him to dry over here, and we'll now move on to this lovely little gal. Now, where are we? So I have, as I say, coloured her in a little bit. I'm just gonna see if I can go back over her hat a little bit, because she's been bashed about a bit in the bag, but that's fine. We can always pop some glue onto that, pop some bits onto that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get nice and crafty with lots of lovely delicious colours of cup chain. So again, it's the same kind of principle. I'm just going to start layering. In fact, I'm not even going to put her onto that. Let's just start layering some bits of cup chain. So I'm just going to cut just down there, and we can pop in with our glue again. Just scrape that off a little bit and then start again. Just dip the end in. Then we can just follow this line up here, and sorry if you can hear my son, I thought he'd closed his door, but never mind. How are we all doing anyway? Are we all well? What have we all been up to today? Let us know. What have you been up to today? I've been going through my wardrobe. I've put some things on my Depop shop. Shameless plug, if you want to go over and have a look, it's Poppy K at 77. Poppy K 77. On Depop anyway. So if you want to pop over and have a look, see if anything takes your fancy, then you can pop on over there. I've also been kind of sorting out my wardrobe as well. And what else have I been doing today? Oh, just all sorts of things. I've been housework, you know, doing a bit of reading. Okay, I'll see you soon, Isabel. Stay safe. So I'm just going to pop that onto the next piece here. So I'm just going to actually decorate her hat with the cup chain. So I'll just come on and lay that over the side there. Oh, that looks amazing. And we'll just cut there. We can just get that stuck down there. And we'll go in with some black, I think. Like so. Just pop on the glue again. And this glue, as I said earlier, dries clear, so you don't, you know, you don't really see it. It's a fantastic glue. It just, I use it for all of my kind of mixed media projects, and it is absolutely perfect. Or if you want to glue cabochons onto backing fabric, there we go, we can pop that onto there, cut that off just like so. So as you can see, we're building her up really nicely. So there we go. So now I've actually I did one, was it yesterday, and I've coloured in the top section of her head. I did another one with green, but so I've coloured in the top section of her head there with some silver pen. I could probably do that with this one. So, you know, you don't have to just colour in the whole thing. So you could just find out, if you wanted, with a pencil the centre, and then just go down from one side to the other like so, and then you could then colour that section in, and then you can have that going down there and that going down there, and then you can colour those sections in black if you wanted to. So that's another option for you, just keeping an eye on the time. So now we've got kind of that section there. What can we do next? I might see if we can do some eyebrows and things. This is going to be fun. Right then, so I might need my glasses. Well, not might, I will need my glasses. Okay, so there's her nose. I'm just gonna give her an eyebrow there. And give her an eyebrow there. That one's easy. Now I'm just conscious that I'm going to be quiet now because I need to concentrate. Right then, so we'll pop her eye in. I'll just have to do it this way. Oops. Oh dear. I might just colour her eyes in black. Just to give her a bit more of a mysterious look. I am wearing the green one, yes, Gabrielle. It's one of my favourites. So there you go, you could do that. And then if you wanted to, you could then glue on some of these as well. So you could perhaps put one in one and one in the other, or something like that. But, you know, you can play about with it. So then once we've kind of created our actual brooch, and you've popped on all your bits, I left that little bit there dangling. I just think that looks really nice. My sister says this one looks quite Russian. I can see where she's coming from. So then what you're going to do is you're going to flip over your work, and there are a number of things that you can use on the back of your brooches or anything like that. You can use these brooch backs here. I'll be able to give you a link to an Etsy shop that sells these. I don't think they're actually open at the moment, but I'll be able to give you a link to that. You can just literally glue these with our fantastic glue just onto the back there, and then you are good to go. With these ones here, I used some smaller ones, and then these ones here I've actually used some larger ones. And as you can see, I've kind of used the card in different ways, so you can go off or on or anything like that. Yes, the fine liners will work as well, because I use the Faber Castell fine liners as well for detail and things like that. I did have, now, here we go. Now, I said I was going to do some with some cans. Now then, here we go. If I just clear a bit of space. So, with the can, I've literally just done another one of those embossing folders, and this one I do have. It is by Breen, B-R-E-E-N, and it is the it's a flower, sunflower, or a gerbera, I think they call it. And let me take it out of the packet, otherwise it'll be glaring all over the place, and you don't want that. So it's probably still going to glare all over the place, isn't it? So here we go. I've got this just on here. So as you can see there, so we've just got that there, and it cuts out and embosses at the same time. So if I hold that like so, I'm hoping you can see the actual deboss and emboss. So anyway, I've used literally just a strongbow can and popped that through, and then I've used the pens again just to colour that in. And then I'm going to go over with this Silver Treasure. It's a non-tarnishing wax gilt, and it's perfect for restoring all sorts of things. It smells divine. It smells absolutely divine. So, oh, hi Sue. Right, and then I'm just going to dip my finger into there and rub that over the paint, so it kind of gives it a really nice antiqued feel. So when you see metalsmiths and silversmiths working, and then they clean away all the debris, this is kind of what they're left with, and then you get all of that lovely detail. So as you can see there, you've got that lovely detail of that there, like so. So we've got that there, and then I've done a moon face this time. So this is one of the moon faces. It actually came in this one as well, so I really like that one, but I've got I want to do something with that one. So again, we're just going to do exactly the same thing. We could have done this with the steampunk man actually as well, but as soon as you do that, you just literally pop some on your finger. If you've got any sort of gilding wax, just any type of wax, as soon as you do that, it picks up the detail. You just need to go very, very lightly, and as you can see there, it just instantly adds a beautiful look. So you don't have to just do the faces. So now we've got something that looks a little bit like that. So now with this, what I would probably do is, because it's the can, it's, even though it's been put through the embossing machine, where it's actually embossed is actually quite nice and bent over. But what I would probably do is put some leather again or something like that, just to back that and make it a lot stronger, because obviously it's not going to be super strong. Or if you do pewter work, you can use the it's like a paste that you pop in the back of your pewter work just to give it rigidity, and then you can put something over the top of that. So if I pop that on, okay, and then I'm going to use my glue again. I'm just going to take this residue off. This is why I use these rubber topped They're actually for polymer clay and things like that. And just get the glue off my fingers. And basically that's why I use these, because I'm too lazy to put my brush in some water and stuff like that. So there we go. Right then, so I'm just going to go in again with my glue, give a nice generous amount, and then we can pop that back on to our gerbera stroke sun. So I'm just going to put some on both sides there, and that's going to adhere to that beautifully. So just pop that onto there nicely. And then again, like I say, if you wanted to pop some leather or something on the back of there, you've got a fantastic looking brooch there. So let's see, how was our steampunk guy doing? He's not doing bad. I might actually go over him with him. Do the card first. It just gives it that nice metal effect. I should have actually used some alcohol inks on the aluminium tape as well, but never mind. And then we'll just do a little bit over his face and forehead. The only thing I would say about these moulds is the fact, I mean, as you can see, I will just say, just changing the subject quickly there a little bit, the glue is starting to dry clear there, so that's absolutely perfect. No, to go back to what I was saying, these heads have got very big foreheads, haven't they? That's the only thing, but I suppose if you're using them with polymer clay or resin, then, oh, I really like that. That looks great. I love it. As I say, I probably should have done that beforehand, but there you go. So we've got those two there, and then we've got this one here that we've done. I might just do her eyes as well, just to give a little bit of highlight. There you go, love. I wonder what would happen if we did one all in the gilt. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. Let's just do it. Because it's gilt and it's a wax as well, you could polish it actually as well. So, oh wow, look at that. Gives it, wow, oh my goodness, this gives it a really, whoops, really great effect. Look at that. I don't know if you can see the sheen on that, but that kind of makes it really metal. Ooh, I like that. Let's do some on our hat. Everything's going to get gilded now. That is amazing. I love that. I am here for that all day. There we go. Oh, well done, Sue. Thanks, Laura. Oh, that is awesome. I've actually got some Inca Gold there as well. I wonder if that would work with Inca Gold. Oh yes, I've got some glue roll here as well. Oh, look at me getting all excited. Give that a good polish. Wow. What do we think? What do we think? So from like that to that. Wow, I absolutely love that. Yes, yes, and yes. Right, so let's get some of our Inca Gold. Now, my Inca Gold, don't judge. Please don't judge. It's seen better days, and I just have not got round to getting a new one yet. So, right, I'm going to use the one that I've kind of coloured in. I've just put some water in there. I don't think we're going to get the same effect. I mean, we could, but I don't think we will. I think we've still got, because I've still got silver on my... Well, we're getting a little bit of the same effect. Just get rid of that. This is why it's Tinker Tuesday, so we can have a play and see what happens. Actually, I do quite like that as well. I might have to get some more of this. But if you've got any waxes or anything like that, that would be great for this. Let's have a look at that. See, that kind of gives it a really nice sort of sheeny effect as well, doesn't it? That's awesome. I'm loving that. Da, 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 da. Okay, so that's just a nice little bit of an experiment there. But yeah, I'm liking the silver. I think I prefer the silver to that. Yes, so just a bit of hand sanitizer. Sue, I don't think you were here earlier on, but I was just telling Gemma and everybody else that when I was watching one of Tim Holt's lives, he basically said that if you want to clean up and get rid of any stickiness or anything like that, hand sanitizer is the best thing to do it. And I tell you what, it works. It really does work. So here we go. This is what we've kind of created in our little hour today. I won't put that one on because it doesn't look very nice. So then you would then glue, as I say, your brooch backs to those, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. I'll show you the one I'm wearing right now. I'll just take it off and show you. There we go. So that is the green one. Again, this was a prototype, but I just wear this one all the time because I love the greens on there. So Laura, I still had some silver on my finger as well. But yes, you're right, the silver, you could do that and then have the silver as the highlight. That would be amazing. That really would be amazing, actually. So that is my mixed media or mixed media faces. So you could use all kinds of things. Yeah, I love these. I love that effect. That's taking my mind all over the place. So if you want to, like I say, decorate with them, oh yes, always separate. Yep, I agree, absolutely agree. Yes, you're right, a feather would look fantastic. I've got a little one. Well, it's not that little. I mean, it's quite big actually. So, but yes, I see what you mean. But yeah. Oh dearie me, I am silly, aren't I? But yeah, so that is what we have tinkered with this week. Next week, in fact, I'll bring you back up. Hopefully we are all okay. There we go. Hello. Oh, is that the right way? There we go. Sit back down here. So next week I am going to be doing something that I think would be really quite good to get people to come together and kind of bring everybody yeah, it was a bit over the top, wasn't it? And kind of bring everybody together, and you don't have to do it. It's just something that we can do either together or as an idea that you can then run with. Now it's a thing called pocket letters. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They are a fantastic thing. I've actually sent some to my mum, my sister, my dad, and they are they're just amazing. Now what you do with the pocket letter is, yes, it is a Humpty Dumpty in the background. Yes. He needs some work. I've written off to is it, oh, what's that program called where they restore things? What's it called? Why does my... Anyway, I've written off to them, the BBC program, to see if they can fix him, because he's got He's got no hair. Everything is the repair room. The repair room or whatever it is. Repair shop. That's it. So, and I think one of his arms coming off here, and so I would love to get him restored back to his former glory. So he just sits there with my top hat on for now. But anyway, as I was saying, the pocket letter it's basically an A4 sheet of paper separated into 9 sections, and these 9 sections are basically the size of what we would call an ATC. So that is an ATC, which is an artist trading card. So basically you can do anything on there. You can do any sort of mixed media work or anything like that. So there's 9 of these things in the pockets. Now, baseball card size pockets, and it is actually on a baseball card sleeve that you can put these in and then send them along. You can put things like tea bags, seeds for growing things, little bits of jewelry, findings, anything like that. It's a really good way of kind of bringing a community together and kind of putting a little note in there as well, kind of another way of looking at pen pals maybe, and just bringing back something to come through the post, which is really, really nice. So we're going to have a look at doing that, and I'm going to show you a few ideas. I've also designed some printables as well, so you can print these off and actually use the backgrounds themselves if you don't want to kind of create your own, or you can use the backgrounds and then go, you know, you can create some more layers onto those backgrounds if you like. So next week, as I say, that is going to be what we're going to do, is a little bit of mixed media, but we're going to try and bring the community together, and it's up to you if you want to send anything. You don't have to, but if you want to kind of, in all of the different communities that we've met together in, so the likes of Babble Dabble, we've got the Crafty 11sies. I know that there's, oh, my mind goes absolutely blank. Natalia's group as well. There's Imbala Craft. Is it Imbala Crafts? Nadia's group. So we could all kind of get together and basically be pen pals as well. So it's just nice just to get something through the door. And in this time and, you know, the age that we are, it's fantastic, you know, all this time that we're in at the minute. It's just nice to kind of get a little bit of happy mail. So that is basically what we're going to do tomorrow. Where did I get the wax from? Well, I actually got it from your grandma, Laura. This has been in our family for probably about, I don't know. Well, your grandma gave it to me anyway, so I've had it for at least 10 years. So, but anyway, I shall, I'll speak to you later, Laura. So I shall see you next week. And as I say, it's a pocket letter. So if you want to have a look on Pinterest and things like that, you'll be able to see different ideas. You can even ask questions. We could do a pocket letter that goes around everybody, so we could put something in it at the end, you know. But I've got a few other ideas to kind of bring in the community together. I'm still very much in the planning stage, but I've messaged people to, you know, to let them know that we've got this idea coming up. So hopefully we can do something fantastic. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that, because that is my favourite. I mean, look at that. Oh, right. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to come and join and be with me. It means a lot to me. And oh yes, by the way, in a few weeks' time over on my YouTube page, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. I've been getting together a journal and journaling kit, so I'm going to be giving that away soon as well. So thank you so much. You look after yourselves, you look after everybody else, you stay safe out there, and always, always, always be creative. I'll see you soon. Bye.